But first, speaking of words, they almost fail me. When it comes, via Susie O'Brien in the News Limited tabloids today, that the naming of schools around the country, primary and secondary, are going to prioritise Indigenous titles, not just geographical, but things like animal names and the like. And as usual, Victoria is way out in front in another example of pandering to a minority in favour of the majority. Now, Victoria's Indigenous population makes up around 3% of the people who live in that state. The state Labor government has announced that First Nations names will be used for all new state schools and campuses from now on. Amazing, isn't it? When these politicians want to rush something through, they can do it immediately. But if you want to, say, ban the carrying of machetes, well, you have to wait weeks and weeks and months and months. Anyway, why are we surprised, given Victoria is deep into a secret, I mentioned secret, treaty negotiation with Indigenous groups, costing millions of dollars that we're not even allowed to know about. Now, as Susie O'Brien reports today, and you won't believe this, when this was first announced, the Education Minister said the move was aimed at ensuring the history, culture and languages of Victoria's First Peoples was embedded in our education system. The Minister went on, quote, "Embracing First Nations languages in school names will contribute to the ongoing process of reconciliation." No, it won't. It will simply make you feel good about yourself for yet another virtue signalling move that does zero to help Indigenous poverty and make it impossible for many parents to explain what the name of the school even is. You don't believe me? Well, try these on for size. 6 new schools have opened this year in Victoria. That's the good news. Well, the bad news? Well, their names. Now, have a look at this. Barry Yip Primary. Now, you say it apparently Bar-Ray Yip. Now, you've got Kooyim Primary in Pakenham. It's pronounced Kooyim. You've got Miniyan in Clyde North, which you say apparently Mern-Eyan, meaning in Bunurong language, moon. The previous 2 refer to kangaroos in spring. Now, look, I won't torture you with all 6 names and my mangling of them, but seriously, a Herald Sun poll today attached to this story has attracted almost 7,000 votes, with 95% of people preferring location-appropriate names, you know, like Geelong Primary School or Footscray High. And how did we come by these place names? Well, of course, we needed the traditional owners group. In a week when we learn alarming numbers of Year 9 boys, according to NAPLAN results, who can't even understand punctuation and spelling with appalling literacy skills, wouldn't we be better off teaching the basics? Clearly not.